Our fingers are the tuning forks to the central nervous system. 3,000 mechanoreceptors lie in each fingertip, connecting the central nervous system together like a highway. Signals from the receptors travel along the nerves to neurons in the brain that humans associate as stimuli, like hot, cold, pressure, and pain. Created in the mid-1800s, the tactile system of Braille made it possible for blind people to utilize their sense of touch to read without seeing. This learning system trailblazed a foundation for new scientific breakthroughs and studies which could unlock the mysteries behind the power of touch and learning.
There's as much sensitivity in one hand as the entire trunk of the human body. This is because of 3,000 mechanoreceptors in each fingertip that provide a superhighway to the sensory motor cortex to stimulate the brain.
Cases of neuroplasticity or rewiring are shown when patients exercise certain areas of the brain with stimulant exercises. Like a muscle, the brain has the ability to regenerate itself and grow its capacity to learn skills.
To exercise the brain is to challenge different senses externally. And this can be music, can be computers, it can be puzzling, it can be sensory stimulations of the fingertips, it can be sensory stimulation of the face or the tongue, it can be mathematical challenges. So the bottom line, the brain needs to be challenged in order to increase the neuroplasticity in the brain.
The nerve is the means for communication of the world in that we live, and also it sends messages to the muscles. And so the nerve brings together the sensation and also moves the body. The brain path brings together both the sensory input and the motor output. And it's very effective as a learning mechanism because it gets to the very center of who we are, namely the nervous system.
Incorporating the methodology of Braille, Brainpaths offers individuals a soothing, non-surgical exercise involving patterns and textures injected into a plastic surface. Individuals use their fingertips to follow the patterns in a repetitive motion, much like exercising a muscle, which stimulates the sensory and motor cortices of the brain.
Tracing a Brainpaths device reorganizes the brain to adapt and find new ways of learning, increase synapse connections between neurons, increase memory, improve cognitive abilities, and release anxiety, depression, and stress.
Fingertips is one of the areas in the body that it has a direct path to the brain, and use it as early as you can. It doesn't need education. It makes the child concentrate, and it helps the brain to build a new area or increase the brain map area. So it can be used in early age, but I also recommend it for across the way, even in older people, because this will provide the brain the stimulus that some of the brains need.
Registered and listed with the FDA, Brainpaths is a non-invasive instrument to help dexterity and refine motor skills for individuals looking to find an accessible and affordable way to exercise their brain. There are no electrodes or prescriptions required to unlock the true potentials of the human mind.
I use Brainpath every day, and I find that it helps me more than any physical activity in terms of the acuteness with which I can control my movements of my fingers, which is very important as a surgeon. And secondly, it allows a better communication because much of my examination of the patient depends upon what I palpate, what I can feel. These fingers are my inroad into the pathology. What better training could I have than using the Brainpath?
My mission is to get Brainpaths in every home, every school, every nursing home, every hospital, because Brainpaths provides an alternative, a safe, non-invasive alternative to stimulate the brain without using electrodes. It's safe, it's easy to use, very inexpensive, and available for everyone.
To learn more, visit brainpaths.com.